My name is Rianne Makkink. I'm from Studio Makkink and Bey, and this is our second studio. We have a studio in Rotterdam during the week, and in the weekend we have it in Kraggenburg, the northeast polder. This year I've been asked by the Amsterdam Hogeschool van de Kunsten to do the AIR program. It's Artist in Residence. And we're doing a summer school together with 12 students in total from the Design Academy, Eindhoven, Academie van Bouwkunst, Amsterdam, and some students from international schools.
For me, what is interesting about this project and working with students is that there are a lot of new questions in this area. It's like the green around the houses, how can it be used? And we're now focused on three themes. That is the energy from the bees, the composting and the water household. And these are questions that if you add them to certain landscape questions, you can try to redesign the garden in a much more functional way. And for me it's also a bit a question that if you, a polder which is a huge scale agricultural system, which has hardly place for the small scale agriculture, which I think gets more and more important. So if you could also develop a plot like this, which is only 1 hectare, into a more functional way, then you will also get another kind of scale.
The main topic for this week is of making the hands-on making, and not only designing concepts on paper. It's also not that the outcome is the most important thing. This whole process of this whole week, the excursions, especially this is the basis. The base is here, our farm here. But then they have to go to other farmers and collect almost knowledge. So it's not collecting knowledge from books or from internet, but from the real people. And the real connoisseurs, they know what's happening here and how things are working. That's why we also choose a topic that has to do with farming in a broader sense.
Processing water if it's close.
We have built up of see the surroundings the first few days, go on an excursion, then making in between the concepts and the ideas. And we've been working here on the plot on different locations, so it's not working on a studio idea, it's really working outside on the plots, looking what kind of materials do we have, what could we use, how could we work with it. That's more the middle part, and now we have only 2-3 days left of building. And we gave them some basic ingredients, and it has to do with the polder, like kuubkisten, plastic and everything they can find here.
I'm going around making picture of the place where we can like add the system. So shower, like having a selection.
Back there, because there's the pipe.
Yeah.
So in the garden of Jurgen.
this one. But then we
I prefer that one as well. Shall we go for that one?
by building, we have
And it's really like this up
it's
there.
this now, and we just have to try to arrange.
We went first to a pig farm, then to a chicken farm, and then we went to see a farmer who has cows. At the cow farm was very interesting. That the farmer, he's an organic farmer, just as the chicken farmers, and he lets the cows rest on compost, so they automatically like fertilize the soil because they spend all their time there. So the dung is automatically in the right place, basically, and that they're allowed to walk freely and still are very useful for him. So we were trying to use this kind of idea of automation in a way, in a sort of machine that makes very good compost quicker, because the chickens that would be living close to the compost have access to it. The chickens would be eating insects, so they have a reason to go there, and because of their natural movements they would automatically turn the compost and mix it up. So the process of composting would be like sped up. And now basically we're thinking about how to design this machine. We're using the kubekes, the basic elements, as a base for where the compost is going to be situated, and then on top goes a sort of structure for where the chickens are going to live.
Connecting the drain to the new water system.
I think it's a success. It's obvious, of course, it's a success, but I'm astonished what they did in 1 week, and also the combination of the different groups with the different schools, all the different characters. I think they did a good job.
Last Monday, and I couldn't see yet what it will be, and I'm very charmed and inspired by the tangibility of everything, that all these ideas, despite the short research, have gotten into something really material, that is not only a product but also something that has a place in the landscape and on the site that we're in. And they're very different perspectives on where we are.
The compost group really is working more about from the knowledge here from the polder, from the farmers. So they really took the knowledge from the farmers to this plot, to a private plot. And I think it's very now what they did. It's happening everywhere. So I think they did their work on that scale is an invention. That's good. That's quite impressive. The water group is more a stylish group. They have a very good investigation about what they did. The outcome is still kind of a prototype level, but it could be developed. In comparison to the chicken group, that is already a product almost, and also landscaping, and the water group is more on a smaller scale. And the bee group is more about this polder. It's more the social group. And a building group. It's an interesting combination. As a pioneer, you always want to build. And that's what they did. Like bees, they were building. That's impressive of this man with one woman group. And everything what's built has been done in 2 days. That's incredible. So this is the good thing, that you have this condense, this pressure over here, staying here, being here, and then suddenly things popping out. So I'm very happy. I'm a happy bird.